Hello, Ronnie. Rain dancing now. Who's rain dancing now? Hopefully not here. Hello, Tricia. Welcome, welcome. Mary Ellen, hi. Susan, Catherine. Hello, everybody. Tony, hi. Good to see you. Dawn. Well, hi, everybody. I see there's about 25 people here. It's almost raining here. There's some pretty heavy rain forecast. And it was drizzling a little earlier. And I've been wrestling with my computer the whole day. And I almost thought, I'll just not do it. And then I thought, I can't do that. So I thought I'd take you just for another walk around my island. And Nancy, hi. And Tish. So yeah, it's another one, a bit like last week. Just if you got any questions, go for it. Otherwise, let me show you where I am. I am actually on the roof terrace of my building. Not my building, only my building, but the building I live in. So here's the view. This is where we all come on New Year's Eve. Hello, Tom. Let me see if I can get a wider angle. Oh, I can get a wider angle. Look at that. There's my little boat. I was on the little boat yesterday, and the engine started being naughty. Started smoking like crazy. And yeah, so I think I dare not take it out again until I've had it serviced. Let me see, can I? Yeah, there we go. Yeah, so this is the roof terrace. That's shared space. Look. Flowers. Hello, Kate. So yeah, the view used to be a whole lot better. It used to, until before they built these buildings here. We were all talking about starting a petition to have them broken down because they ruined our view towards Central Station over there. But show you the rest of it. A bit of a herb garden thing going on up here. Up here there's a flat roof where decades ago we used to lie sunbathing privately. Zoom in. That's such a bright colour, isn't it? Yeah, do you know where I am, Madeline? So can you see me on a map? Okay. I've had some nice parties up here, I must say. I got all my Persian rugs out once and put the rugs all over the floor and cushions all over. It was great. Anyway, let's head down and hit the streets. We're all renting, Mary Ellen. This is the table where we can give away things we don't want. So I've got to see, is there anything I want? Got those. Not really. Nothing today. Gotta love steps if you live up there. So I was kind of puffing and panting when I got to the top. It was an excellent party. So let me show you where we've just been. From all the way up there. Anyway, it's one of my many neighbors. So yeah, let's head out. Oops. How many homes in the building? Excuse me. Oh God, put me on the spot now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 28 people living here. So there's 8, oh gosh, I don't know. I'll show it to you in just a moment. Just do a slow pan around. Boxes of paperbacks. So we came down here to look at the flowers earlier. Of course, today we have no flowers, but it's the best I could do at short notice. So here's the building. So there's 8 flats in this little side here, and then there's the main building up there, which has more. I should really know these things, but anyway. Looking very lush, isn't it? What have we got on the flower front? Of course, different things come at different times. Look at these little babies. Yeah, the giveaway table's really good. You know, I mean, this whole idea of one should reuse. And look at the berries coming out here. Oh, very Christmassy berries. Hitlios. Okay, I'll take your word for it. Okay, unless that's an instruction. Oh, hot lips. Okay. Yeah, look, there's got this lovely Virginia creeper, which is just becoming red. And then as soon as it gets all those beautiful red leaves on it, we get a strong wind and they all blow off. Okay. Okay, but let's go for a little wander. So many beautiful boats here. I do love it here. And it's not raining. How's about that? So much like last week, if anybody, oh look, sunflowers. Anyone has any questions about anything, oh, this sunflowers will be beautiful against the blue doors. Look at that. And line it up. Quite a nice color combination. So, of course, Van Gogh, Van Gogh, oh, I love these as well, had a thing for sunflowers. Have I ever told you why he had a thing for sunflowers? Why the sunflowers resonated so strongly with him? These have always looked so weird. Really odd. I mean, it looks like some kind of organic sort of radio, sort of telegraph, telescopy thing, you know, like for some alien. MASH. I remember MASH and Hot Lips. Hot Lips Houlihan. What was Susan's question? Are they passion flowers? Anyway, the reason that Vincent van Gogh felt that the sunflower was a metaphor for his life is because, as we saw now, it's a late bloomer with a mad bounty and a sad decay. How's about that? Tony, so my absolutely adored niece was just over, and she's moved to London, which means that I have another place to stay in London. Yay! So you'll be seeing more of me. Look at the beautiful autumn color of this. It's amazing. Wow. The big doors are not a garage entrance. It's one of the old sheds, which is it's a boat building and repair sort of loads, we call it, warehouse. Wow, that's such a beautiful colour. Yeah, you know, I found with friends in London, when one stays with them, they generally have like about a four night limit. So I need to have a collection of them, which is fine. So now there's another string to the bow. Oh, more autumn colours. I forgot, of course, we're going to get these beautiful colours this evening. I didn't think of that. Yeah, a detailed London. And you know, I was going to do a detailed Amsterdam today, but I ran out of time. I couldn't even think of researching one, but the time will come. These are my favorites. Well, I got a lot of favorites. Oh, look at this color. Yeah, Tish, that's a good one. But I can, yeah, I don't know. I think I have good friends can stay a week, family can stay 2 weeks. And this is the boat that we were on board once upon a time, those of you who were with me. And I thought I would tease her again by leaving another slice in her garden, because I left one here before. Let's see if it's still here. Let's put it over here. Oh, it's gone all wonky. There we go. Hee hee. Oops. Okay. Tiptoe away. Yeah, well, the family have to come a long way. I mean, if it's from South Africa family, they can stay longer. Anyway, whatever. Very sociable. Wow, talk of... You can see why the Hague School focused on grey so much. Gosh, there must be about 50 shades there. I love all this grey and the dramatic kind of red line. Very cool. So yeah, this is one of the great swimming spots in the summer. Definitely a study in grey. And they were like, wow, we live in a very grey country. We're building a building. Why not make it grey? Oh gosh. Yeah. No, pushed the wrong button. Why not make it grey? It's like, oh look, we're building another building. What would be a good colour for this building? What about grey? Okay. Yeah, the water is very clean here because it flushes through well. Wow, look at that. Yeah, you don't want them crying. You got to try and keep those clouds in a reasonably good mood, don't you think? Wow, this is much prettier than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be miserable. What's the name of this swimming spot in summer? Well, it doesn't really have a name. However, does it? Yes, it does. It is the Levant Steger. So this is the Levant Kade, the Levant Quay, and this here is the Levant Steger, which means pier. And it's right opposite the cafe, our local cafe. And let me show you that. Excuse me, I'm croaky. It's called the Canis Melons. I know it's a funny name, so I'll show it to you. I don't want to go right up to the window because there are people dining there and they'll think I'm being weird. Oh, look, here's some place. There's no one dining. So here you go. Canis and Melons, which is okay. Which is just a play on the name of the island, which is KNSM Eiland, which means the Royal Dutch Steamboat Company Island. You can see why KNSM was easier. And did you see how friendly she was in there? How nice. Okay, let's cover some ground, because I want to try and go further than I did when we were looking at the flowers. How long do you think I can walk without stopping? Oh wow, Bougainvillea. These fat bikes, which are a menace. Everyone hates them. Is it a close community where you live? Yeah, it is, Dawn. It's one of the things that I think adds so much so joy and value to my whole experience of living in Amsterdam. Whereas obviously I know all the people in my building, all 28, and or 27 plus me, and lots of people in the neighborhoods. And even if you don't know people, when you're walking in the morning, or people go by, you'll say hello to each other. And so I mentioned the other day, like if I won the lottery, which would be miraculous because I don't enter, I would leave the building that I'm in because the flat's too small, but I'd buy a boat like this right here in the same neighborhood, so I could stay part of the same community, but just have more space, which would definitely be a good thing. So, and here is this really unusual building here. It was an old canteen, and this island was heavily squatted. So what happened way back in the 80s is that these buildings were squatted here. People just broke in and lived there. And they'd been there for so long they ended up getting adverse possession rights. And now these are worth in excess of $1 million each. Talk about right place at the right time, huh? And look at these incredibly quirky entrances. The stairways that go up into the houses like this. Some of them have trapdoors. Some of them have like a little area. Like this one's got a real trapdoor, look. Isn't it cool? So that is your front door. That opens upwards. And then other ones have done it like this, a bit easier. So it actually make a space up there with a doorway. Zoo. So yeah, this island was developed in the 1990s and 2000s. Lots of kids around, as you can see, from the children's bicycles. It's so still. Wow. It's like there's been a zombie apocalypse. A lift to get the groceries up. Yeah, I can see that would be... I think people are just so used to The stairs, it's just so part of the experience here. These lovely boats here. This type of boat here on the left, this one is just the best kind of houseboat because there is so much space inside. It's called a Spitz. And just masses of space. Oh, I'd love one. Yeah, think of moving furniture, yeah. That would certainly be a difficult one. Yeah, it's super quiet. Let's pop inside the courtyard of this building that's called Barcelona, and we'll be able to see the how do you say, the ironwork, the wrought ironwork, not wrought iron, but you know what I mean, against the sky. I've never even had such a good look at it. White goods are like fridges and washing machines and dishwashers and stuff. Oh, this works well. Check this out. Huh. Talking about appliances, my life has changed. I got a dishwasher from my mother-in-law as our Christmas present. It's just amazing. I haven't had a dishwasher for years, and I can't tell you how much I'm enjoying it. Yeah, very much faces. Some of them are faces, some I really haven't got a clue. Looks like people who are nose to nose, I think. Looks like a cross between a woman and an anteater here. Yeah, I don't know what they all are. Beautiful though. Oh wow. Okay. Pumpkins. Well, it is kind of pumpkin time of the year, so there we go. Yep, that's it, Madeline. Royal Dutch Steamboat Company. No gelato would be safe. Indeed. Da, 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 da. Hey, kitty. Hello. Meow. Oh, hello. Hi.
Kan wij achterna, denk ik?
Oh. Gosh, remember how many cats I saw the other day? Where I saw the cats was just over there, on that island there. So that was like the cat island, or the next one along. There's two peninsulas, they're not really islands. Excuse me, I'm still not better for being sick. But yeah, I've forgotten all those cats. It's a really good place to go for a walk in the evening, get your kitty cat fix. Oh, the size of a baking bowl, yep. And let's just leave it at that, shall we? So, this is apparently where all footballers used to live. It was like the trendy spot some decades ago, I think. Do your live tours dry up over the winter? Yeah, they do. Which is probably not a bad thing, because I couldn't work at that intensity. I do still get stuff in the winter, but certainly with my first sort of my first 7 or 8 years of guiding, what I would tend to do is work my butt off for 8 months and then have 4 months pretty much free, and then go away to Thailand for a couple of months. So yeah, I mean, that was a really good formula. I could still do that, but yeah, I got to save money, not spend it. So yeah, I don't go away quite as much as I used to. But this is not a bad place to overwinter because there's always stuff to do. Because things like learning a new section of the Van Gogh Museum, all that kind of stuff. It's good winter work. And our winters have become so mild. Yeah, it's a bit like being semi-retired. I like it. Definitely a nice combination. Hey, look at this big barge coming by. So this is very much a working canal over there. It's the Amsterdam Rhine Canal. So obviously joining those places together, get a lot of traffic. Oh look, there's another two. So there's another one there. It really is like a motorway. All of them. I'm going to catch them on the other side. It always amazes me how much, if you look at those big cargo barges, I can't get this to zoom out again, how much cargo they keep up the road. It's quite amazing. There you go, there's a food delivery. Running after the barges. There's so many. Check this out, it's insane. There's one big barge there. There's one big barge going there. There's one big one there in the distance. And this one here following it through. Crazy. I would have thought they were all having their dinner now. So, let's see, can I get up that wall? Kind of scramble up with the gimbal. I have to put the gimbal down. Okay. Right. So, look, here, it's like we can do the whole Titanic thing. Hello, Anna. So let's do a little 360. And I don't want to whip you around too quickly, give you a whiplash. But there's a barge over here. It's not such a big one, but it's so low in the water. I always think it's so funny when you see them so low. It's almost like the water actually comes over the walkways down either long side of the barge. If you see it from a bridge above, you actually see the water sloshing over. Remarkable, eh? And here, on the other side, this over here is a floating dry dock with another heavily laden barge next to it. So they sink it down, a ship goes in, and then they empty it out, and they pump it dry, and then it floats. It floats the ship out the water, and they can work on it. Oh gosh, okay. We've got such big rain forecast. What might be the cargo so low in the water? Oh, anything. Sand, often. Coal. Yeah, just piles of stuff. Piles of stuff that they can sort of pump in and out in that way, typically. Oh, thank you, Susan, for the coffee. Right, I'm just gonna, oops, jump down. It is crazy calm. Yeah, but we got big rain coming. It's forecast at 7 p.m. and it's now sort of 6:30. So this feels a bit calm before the stormish. Northeast of England. Now we shall northeast. Okay. Northeast. My family comes from the northeast. Well, some of my family comes from Grimsby. Doesn't that sound like a cheerful place? Buffalo ice cream. Ooh. 52 people are watching. 54. Well, thank you. Oh yeah. If you like it, can you like it? If you're not subscribed, can you subscribe? But I think we have the same group. Oops, just about slipped. Slippery stuff. So, looking down that way is towards Central Station. And where is it? There is the Adam Tower, directly the other side of Central Station. And you have an idea where we are, due east of it. Only about 2 or 3 miles, so not far. Small little place, Amsterdam. Yeah, I used to visit as a child from time to time when we'd have a really exciting family outing going to see the Humber Bridge. Woohoo! And I was very taken by the openness of the fields there. Thank you, Kate, for the coffee. Yeah, I think when my family or when I decided on there, they were probably thinking, oh God, it's the South Africans again. This kind of one distant branch of the family. We'd always go traipsing around the country, staying with relatives, sort of every 10 to 15 years. And then, yeah, everything just drifts apart ever so slowly. So, yeah, this is like an anchoring place here for these barges. And these barges don't even, they're like trailers without the truck. You see, they just, well, here's one that's just parking off here. And very typically, you see on the back of that one, there's a car, because the people live on board. Well, here's one much closer. This one has a boat here, but there's the car space there. So they've probably winched their car off the boat and are using it in Amsterdam. And actually my neighbour grew up, and her parents had a commercial barge, so that's how she grew up. I remember once upon a time, this memory comes back, it's such a nice one. I lived across the way in an old warehouse, and on that quayside there was, like this, there was a railway line, long disused. And there was a young girl who was the daughter of the barge family, and what she would do, we'd watch her out the old warehouse building, and she would, with her little watering can, she would water the plants that were growing in next to the railway line, in the track of the railway line, a disused one. And we always used to think that she had the biggest garden in the country, because wherever they went, she no doubt did that. And just maybe, with a bit of poetic license, the whole thing was joined together. Yeah, they are really long, some of them. Crazy long. Like that one there, that's that moored here, you get them literally twice this length. And hello, Welpuri, welcome, thank you for joining. So yeah, twice that length in just one barge. And I don't mean one which is joined in the middle, I mean one unit. It is amazing. So, Welpiri, we're doing studies in grey today. And look at the cloud making machine opposite. Actually, it's a chemical factory. So, I thought I would get much further than I've got. What do what the barges carry? Yeah, anything. Sand, you know, some solid stuff like that. You get big ones, which are sort of purpose-built for gases and that sort of thing, with these big tanks on them. But, you know, one barge is just so many trucks. You even get container ones. And they're like 4 containers wide, about 3 deep, or 2 or 3 deep, and then about 8 along. So, yeah, it's a lot of trucks. Trucks off the road. Yeah. I've been getting more and more into the Hague School of Painters. And they were called the Hague School, and they were also called the Grey School. For obvious reasons. Let me just move my mic, hang on. It's too hot in this jacket. I need to undo the jacket, but the mic's touch the jacket, there we go. Okay. Look at this crane here. A lot of the cranes were squatted during the squatting time. You know what I need to just make sure is that my mic doesn't jump off into the water. So let me pop you down there for a moment. Really sure it's secure. Okay, there we go. Oops. Right. And here's the island where I spent the night with a makeshift tent in the rain in 1994. I rode across with a friend and a 6-pack or 2 and a blanket and an oar. And we made a tent with the oar and the blanket, and it started raining. We had to huddle underneath. Those were the days. Now you try to do that, you'd be picked up by the harbour police so quickly. But yeah, it was much freer time then. Do whatever you liked. There's a lovely Impressionist exhibition at the moment in the Van Gogh Museum. A lot of Monets and other greats. try and get some good views of the crane. So these are mostly, as I said, they were squatted as dwellings, and now I think you can rent this one as an apartment or like a hotel room sort of thing, if I remember correctly. Oh, look at this cute little boat. And this white ship here is owned by some sort of Dutch singer cafe owner called Douwe Bob. Douwe Bob. It's one of those funny old-fashioned Dutch names. Some friends of mine stayed here last Christmas. It's a B&B, and they said it was absolutely terrible. Okay, so don't. I love industrial architecture. It's just great. Just walked past another neighbor who's out for a stroll. The crane is a B&B. Something like that, yeah. Let's see. Here, you can Google it. There you go. Amsterdam, the crane. If any of you come and stay here, please let me know, okay? Because I'd love to see inside it. Yeah, it is very cool. Look at the boat, flower bed boat. Yeah, and I got another friend who stays, this is his boat here. He's been here since since I was here in the early 90s. He's already here. So, what a spot. And then this boat here. Oh, this boat, the next one. They used to be the coolest parties. It was like the first or the last Friday of every month, and the parties were called Valhalla, and they were just the best. Hello, Alex Wheeler. We can buy you some coffee so you can stay in the hotel and show us. Well, there you go. Thank you. These are the best parties here, and then it was sold, and some people bought it and made it into like a luxury home. But yeah, it was a great time. Oh look, there's another floating garden. Actually, the ship that I used to live on used to be just here. And he moved some years ago, he sold it. But it used to be moored right next door here. And actually he had that floating garden like that for his dog. Great big sort of mountain dog to sort of jump down onto and lay about in the afternoon. And here's the ferry over here that goes across to there. I've been across there with you on Hago years ago, to Durgedam and stuff. It's quite fun getting the ferry. Maybe we'll do that again sometime. So here's another view of the island. Funny little wreck of a place. Rotten jetty. It's called Compass Island. Oh, well, great. Thank you, Vic and Madeline. I'm glad you like it. So these ferries go every 20 minutes. It's nice having ferries in the bottom of your garden. Alex is an old friend of mine from London days, by the way. Oops, did we not get run over? We can hear the ferry making the noise like it's closing. Oh, it's opening the gate, you see. There we go, so all the people rushing off. No, this is just for bikes and scooters and pedestrians, no cars. Well, how's about that for timing? So, thank you for joining. And one day, who knows when, I might actually be able to show you the other end of the island. The last time I did it was when I was walking Pixie, Lee's dog. How you do? Good. Awesome, Polly. Great. Well, I'm so pleased I did it, and thank you all for coming. I really do appreciate it. And remember, like, comment, all that kind of stuff. You know the drill. And take care, Natalie. Hi. Take care, and hey, see you, Alex. And bye, everybody. Yeah, let me show you. It's kind of Van Gogh-y, isn't it? Now, seriously, I mean, if Van Gogh had been here, he would have been painting that. Choo, 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 choo. Great. Okay, bye, everyone.